We're now going to move on to some of the more core digital aspects of the work. And we're going to start by installing a coding text editor that will allow us to see aspects of markup and things like that a little more clearly when we're working in it. And then we're going to move on to making a first pass at our transcription, followed by introducing XML and TEI, and having a go at marking up our transcription afterwards. You'll see a little bit less of me in these videos, and rather we'll be working in an on-screen sort of environment. I hope that everything goes easily for you with this, and if it doesn't, please remember that you can email me if you need assistance. So I'd like to begin by setting up brackets so that it's a little easier for us to use. And so the first thing I'd like to do is for you to open brackets and then find the preferences pane for it. I use a Mac, and so to get to the preferences pane with a Macintosh, you go to brackets, the menu at the top, and then to preferences. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same with Windows. However, I hope that you'll find it reasonably easy to get to and that there'll be support online. If not, if you run into significant difficulties, please get in touch with me and we'll do what we can. Obviously, as I've said, I don't intend for your using brackets to be compulsory. If you would rather use something like Notepad on a Windows machine, or even to push something like Microsoft Word, or TextEdit on a Mac, or some other text editor that you're more familiar with if you use them yourself, please feel free to do so. I'll show you in a moment why I like brackets for this work, and for the fact that it's free. We've now got the preferences pane open. As you can see, it looks a little bit different to what you might expect from a preference pane in most programs. Just to explain it to you, on the far left of my screen here with the darker bar, that's effectively a menu of documents that I have open or available to me to open at the moment, and I'll show you in a moment how to set that up. In the middle, the left white space here, with the sort of large numbers running down the side, we have the general preferences for brackets, the default preferences that most users use. And on the right-hand side, we have, with the sort of list of 1 to 18, we have the settings as they are currently established for the program, kind of special settings. What I'd like for us to do is to navigate on the left-hand pane down to line 36 here, where it says close tags. And I'd like for you to just copy that up to and including the squiggly bracket. Then, on line 17 on the opposite page for me, where it says false, I'm going to add a comma and press enter. And I'm going to paste the close tags that I've copied from the other side. I'm going to press enter once more. I'm going to go to line 44, where it says when closing, true, and copy all of that, and paste it into line 19 here. But I'm going to change true to false. I'm going to press enter once more, and I'm going to go to line 47, where it says when opening true. I'm going to select that. I'm going to paste it on line 20 here. Again, I'm going to change it to false. I'm going to press enter once more, and I'm going to close the brackets with a squiggly bracket, or curly bracket, I think is probably the proper name. And then we're going to save the document. And that now should have set up brackets as we are hoping to use it. What I'd like you to do now is to close this document and also the default preferences document. And then I'd like, as you can see at the moment, we have two spaces open here. So we have a left-hand pane and a right-hand pane. That can be a little bit perplexing if you're new to using this kind of thing. This is quite a professional piece of software, or has a professional orientation and user base in mind. If you go to View and just click on No Split, and you'll have a clean document, hopefully. The next thing that I'd like you to do is to go to File, and I think I'd like you to go to Open Folder. And this is where we can establish a folder where we're going to do all of our work. And so all of your transcriptions will be saved in the same folder, so they're nice and easy to find. I'm going to put mine on my desktop. And so if I click on desktop, you'll see that I already have some things called Albert Sessions and Albert Transcriptions and so on, but just for the sake of argument, I'm going to click New Folder. And I'm going to say Albert Workshops. Create that. And then I'm going to open it. And now we have a completely blank folder. On the left-hand page, we can, at the very far left, we can see that this is the folder that is selected. I'm just checking here that this is the default way that brackets will show you things, and it seems to be, so we're nice and safe there. And now I'd like us to create a new document. If you're using a Mac, Command N, Control N if you're using Windows. And you'll see on the left we have a document called Untitled 1. And that's it. Hopefully you have brackets installed, and now you should be comfortable to begin with your transcriptions.